Osun Election Day, the 20,000 naira vote buying war. Good morning, Nigerians. Today is Saturday, August 15, 2026, and the people of Osun State are going to the polls to elect their governor for the next 4 years. But on this very election day, a disturbing report from Punch newspaper has raised serious questions about the integrity of the electoral process. The headline reads, Oshupu, APC, Accord, wage 20,000 naira per vote war. Punch reports that the All Progressive Congress, APC, and the Accord Party have been accused of engaging in widespread vote buying across Osun State, with alleged payments ranging from 10,000 naira to 20,000 naira per voter. Let me stress something immediately. These are allegations reported by Punch. They are not convictions and they must be properly investigated. But because this report has been published on election day, it deserves serious attention. According to Punch, the alleged vote buying did not begin today. The newspaper reports that the practice allegedly started about 6 days before the election, with voters claiming that agents of the two parties had been distributing cash in different parts of the state. There is also another particularly serious allegation. Punch reports that some parties allegedly collected the bank account numbers of thousands of voters with plans to credit them after the election. If established, that would raise fundamental questions about how money is being used to influence electoral behavior. In Ilesa East, Ilesa West, and Atakumosa East, Punch reported allegations of APC payments reaching 20,000 naira per voter. In some cases, voters reportedly claimed they were asked to show their voter cards. In other parts of the state, the amounts reportedly varied. In Osogbo, Osun State capital, the report alleged that APC was distributing about 15,000 naira per voter, while a party source reportedly defended the money as assistance for feeding rather than payment for votes. In Iwo, Punch reported an allegations of approximately 700,000 naira per polling unit, with 15,000 naira reportedly being distributed per voter. In Ayedire, Accord was reportedly offering 10,000 naira. In Ila, the alleged figures reportedly range from 15,000 naira to 20,000 naira. And in Ile-Ife, Punch reported allegations that APC was offering 15,000 naira, while Accord was offering 10,000 naira. These figures are disturbing because they suggest something bigger than an ordinary campaign strategy. They raise the question, are we witnessing an election, or are we witnessing an auction? Take note of that, for political power. Now, let's be fair. A political party giving a voter transportation assistance does not automatically mean that vote buying has occurred. There can be legitimate campaign-related expenses, but the crucial question is this. And what is that question? Was the money given to influence the voter's choice? If the answer is yes, then we are dealing with a serious electoral offense. And this is where the Electoral Act becomes important. Nigeria's electoral law prohibits bribery and inducement connected with voting. Therefore, the issue is not simply whether somebody received 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, or 20,000 naira. The real issue is the purpose and condition attached to the payment. Was it transport? Was it feeding? Was it humanitarian assistance, or was it money intended to secure a vote? That is what the appropriate authorities must establish. But there is even deeper issue. Why is vote buying so effective in Nigeria today? The answer is poverty. For a struggling Nigerian family, 20,000 naira is serious money. It can buy food, it can pay transport, it can help settle a bill, it can provide temporary relief. And that is precisely why poor citizens are vulnerable to electoral inducement. But voters must understand the mathematics. A politician may give you 20,000 naira today, but that politician is seeking access to public resources and political power for next 4 years. So your vote is worth far more than 20,000 naira. Your vote determines who controls the state government. Your vote influences roads, education, healthcare, workers' welfare, security, and development. Therefore, do not allow today's cash to determine tomorrow's future. And there is another important point. If somebody gives you money, nobody should be able to determine who you actually vote for. The ballot is secret. Your political choice is yours. You should never allow anybody to intimidate you into voting against your conscience. Take note of that point and pay attention. At the same time, nobody should engage in violence because of allegations of vote buying. If you witness electoral malpractices, report it through the appropriate authorities. Do not risk your life. Political parties will come and go. Politicians will come and go, but Osun State will remain. And today's election is bigger than APC. It is bigger than Accord. It is bigger than Ademola Adeleke. It is bigger than Bola Oyebamiji. It is bigger than every individual candidate. It is about the people of Osun State. This is why the allegations in the Punch report must be properly investigated impartially. Take note of that point. If APC agents are found to be involved in illegal vote buying, there should be consequences. If Accord agents are found to be involved, there should also be consequences. If another political party is involved, the same standard must apply. There must be no selective justice, and this is where our institutions are being tested today. Can INEC protect the integrity of the election? That is the question. Can security agencies remain neutral? Can voters cast their ballots without intimidation? Can allegations of vote buying be properly investigated? And can the final result genuinely reflect the will of Osun voters? Those are the questions that matter. We must also resist the temptation to believe every allegation simply because it supports our preferred political position. If APC is accused, APC supporters should demand evidence and investigation. If Accord is accused, Accord supporters should demand evidence and investigation. Democracy cannot survive when people condemn wrongdoing only when their opponents commit it. The standard must be the same for everyone. The Punch report is therefore not simply another political story. It is a warning about the direction of Nigerian democracy. If today's vote can be purchased for 20,000 naira, what happens tomorrow? Will it become 30,000 naira? Will it become 50,000 naira? Or will it become 100,000 naira? At what point will ordinary candidates without enormous financial resources be completely pushed out of Nigerian politics? That is the danger. When elections become competitions between the richest political machines, democracy becomes weakened. The winner becomes the person with the deepest pocket rather than the person with the strongest program. And the consequences are eventually paid by the people. So, to every Osun voter going to the polling unit today, vote peacefully. Vote according to your conscience. Do not sell your future. Do not allow anybody to intimidate you. Do not fight for any politician. Take note of that point and pay attention. And remember that your vote belongs to you. 20,000 naira may provide temporary relief, but the governor-elect today will potentially influence the lives of millions of people for the next 4 years. That is why today's election must be about more than money. It must be about accountability. Take note of that. It must be about competence. It must be about character. It must be about the future of Osun State. And if the allegations reported by Punch are established, those responsible must be held accountable regardless of their political party. At the same time, allegations must remain allegations until properly investigated. That is the balanced position. No political party should be condemned without evidence, and no credible allegations should be ignored because of political loyalty. Today, Osun is voting, the world is watching, and history will record not only who wins this election, but also how the election was won. The most important question is therefore not who paid the most. The question is, who did the people freely choose? Because 20,000 naira cannot be the price of Osun's future. This is Akahi News, and I am Joseph Iyaji. Stay informed, stay peaceful, protect your vote, and above all, protect Osun State. Akahi News, giving you the news, the facts, the deeper meaning. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.